This is going to be a love reading for Taurus. We will see that the cards are showing someone who's very much into you, whom with maybe you're already in a relationship and with whom you are actually experiencing some challenges. But what we see in the overall picture and by the outcome is that the both of you will fall in love with each other all over again. The main energy surrounding this reading is the Knight of Swords. And what this card is showing is someone who has a very obsessive focus on this situation. Whether it's coming from you or from them, someone is very invested in this, trying their best to make this work, sometimes by taking shortcuts, by not being completely honest. And the main reasoning behind that we see it's because they're absolutely passionate about this and they feel like they cannot live without this anymore. But this card is also bringing an energy into the situation which will force the person who's pushing this very strongly to deal with the consequences of their actions. On your side, the first card, we have Eight of Pentacles. And what this is telling us is that this is not a brand new situation. This is something that you might have been working on for a while now. A person that maybe you have been seeing for a while now and with whom you're starting to see some results. So each one of this flower might represent a big thing that you did together, a trip, a holiday, maybe Thanksgiving, Christmas, something that you shared only with this person. And overall, you are passionate about this, all this care that you're putting into making this grow, into sustaining this. It requires effort, but I see you doing it because you care about it and you want it to be in your life. And on the other side, we have this person that it's really holding you tight to their chest. Four of Pentacles. You are this pinnacle to them. You are their treasure. And whether they are saying this out loud or not, they are afraid one day to lose you. And so what they do is just holding you close, barely letting this energy breathe because they're afraid that it just might go away at some point. And this might take them to do all sorts of wrong things, small or big, and the reasoning behind it is just because they really don't see a future without you. And this card also is showing us that this might be something that is already going on right now. Could be a relationship that will start soon with someone you know and that eventually will run into this, but more likely this is already happening right now. And regarding these actions that might not be ideal, we have with the next card, the Moon. And so there is something here that it's not under the light of the sun. You can see it, you can sense it, but you cannot look at all the details of it in order to understand what it really is. And so here we have a situation where you might be feeling as though something is going on, but you're not quite sure what that is. Maybe some of their actions, some things that they're doing, they're making you think that there might be someone else or that they're doing something behind your back that it's really not gonna make you happy. And this might be something that eventually you will talk about and something that perhaps at some point you will both discuss so that you can see all of the details that you were looking for. Ten of Swords. And here we kind of see that moon, that circle showing up as the swords surrounding this person and inflicting this person by giving them a lot of pain. And this might mean that this thing that they were doing, that they were not telling you about at first, once it comes up, it really makes them feel as though they're not in control of the situation. They're not in control of you and not in control of themselves. This is someone who's almost given up and letting things happen because they don't know how to fix it anymore. But we see that the land in this card, it's starting to show again. And so there is a possibility for this person to free themselves from this bird, which is representing this heavy energy and situation and potential thing that they did, and start walking again down the right path. And in fact, we see that right underneath this card, we have a message that shows someone who's rebuilding something very important to them. Three of Pentacles. This is them trying now to really do as much as they can to fix all the things that they've broken. And translated into the situation, it might be that after you guys talk and the things that they were hiding finally come up to the surface. Now they are really doing everything in their power in order to rebuild this wall that they broke, destroyed, which might be a symbol of your relationship and the love that you had for each other. So now they're really trying their best in order to rebuild all of this brick by brick by using their skills, which is again telling us that this is someone who knows you, they know what you like, and so they're trying to really use all of that knowledge in order to bring you back, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Definitely trying to say that they're sorry, coming in with a lot of apologies, and convincing you in a way that you're meant to be together. 7 of Wands. We can see here someone who's jumping from one wand to the other, and these wands are just representing obstacles along the way. And we can understand here that you will probably decide to go for it. Maybe you do feel very strongly towards this person and you want to give them another chance. Here you're deciding to go towards those challenges and fix what needs to be fixed. And not because you want to do all the work, but because you see them really doing it right now. They're taking responsibility, like we've seen up here with the Knight of Swords, and they are going towards the right direction. And that helps you making this decision where you say, I'll go for it and I will overcome all of these challenges as long as we are doing it together. And this path will really take you to a place where you will fall in love with each other all over again. The Lovers. You're understanding at this point that love, real love, requires some work. And so we see you here dancing and working in this relationship, and at the same time enjoying this beautiful connection that you have and this great love that you have for each other. It feels like it's meant to be. They kept saying it and they will keep saying it until you actually will convince yourself of it. Those words will turn into actions, and those actions will turn into emotions and feelings within yourself, making you feel like you really belong together. And that's when you will completely let yourself go, the both of you, to a brand new beginning together. Ace of Cups. And this card right on top of the Lovers, it's really showing two people who know how to do this by now. That Moon energy, that Ten of Swords energy, it's really just something that made you learn even more, made you understand even more that you belong together, and showed you also how to work together in order to be happy and to respect each other. And so what we see here is that when there is such a powerful feeling, a beautiful love, the challenges have to be seen just as something that will make you stronger, something that will make you learn more and more about the other person, and something that instead of pushing you away from each other, it will bring you close together more and more every day.